Okej, hej och välkomna till dagens webbinarium. Mitt namn är Björn Nordin från Synergia och idag kommer vi snacka om Growatt. Jag har Will Zeng här med mig från Growatt. Han kommer ta över efter mig. Men först ska jag göra en kort presentation utav Synergia. Bara allmänt som ska vara bra att veta är att ställa frågor i chatten ifall det är någonting, så ska jag försöka svara där. Vi är väldigt många som är med idag. Och likadant, Will kommer köra på engelska sen, så att ifall det är några frågor som så här, men vad betyder det här egentligen? Skriv det i chatten så försöker jag eller någon annan som kanske hinner före att svara på den frågan, så vi har det framåt. Så kör vi på det. Yes, men utöver det här så Synergia. Vi startade 2018 som en distributör för solpaneler och växelriktare och allt som har med solenergi och laddutrustning och batterilagring att göra. Just nu har vi 60 stycken anställda och vi har haft många stora försäljningar under det här året. Lite kort om oss är att det finns just nu i Sverige, Norge och Finland där vi har 2 stycken varuhus som ligger i Jönköping, i Helsingfors och alldeles snart kommer vi få ett i Oslo också. Sen så har vi också ett lager som backup-lager som ligger ute i Rotterdam som för att kunna säkra så snabba och bra leveranser som möjligt till er. Under 2022 så lyckades vi med att att distribuera ut 250 megawatt solel till Norden, vilket jag tycker är häftigt ur ett hållbarhetsperspektiv. Sen så har vi kontor runt om i hela Sverige och Norden och även också borta i Rio där Gustav sitter. Så det är väldigt roligt. Det vi jobbar med, det är att vi är en supply chain eller en materialdistributör som försöker göra så liksom effektiva och pålitliga leveranser som möjligt ut till er. Här till vänster har vi solpaneler och växelriktare som är inpackade i paket och skickas ut till slutkund. Vi har också ett projekt och tech-team. Sitter och hjälper er med olika frågor och projekterar till exempel solanläggningar. Sen så har vi också det som jag jobbar med, utbildning. Där vi utbildar dels med sådana här webbinarier men också med kundspecifika utbildningar. Så att vi kommer ut och håller utbildningar för er på företagen eller att vi gör det internt. Jag ska visa några av de grejerna som vi har framåt här som kommer. Och i det här så vill vi också ta ett ansvar i hur vi producerar och tar ansvar för det skrot som kan komma från det här efteråt. Yes, här har vi några av de uppkommande utbildningarna som vi kommer göra. Så vi kommer ha utbildningar till exempel nere i Helsingborg framåt, montageutbildning. Vi kommer ha en projektörskurs som kommer gå under hela vårterminen. Och så kommer vi ha ett montagekurs också i Stockholm och en säljkurs också i Stockholm. Så det är några av de sakerna som vi gör. Vi håller på med solenergi, batterilagring och laddinfrastruktur. Och helst då gör vi det här i en sorts kombination och försöker att skapa ett system av det. Så det är lite av det vi gör. Och de produkter vi säljer är alla de här. Så vi har de största solpanelstillverkarna. Vi har också växelriktare som idag många av de här olika tillverkarna. Men idag kommer vi fokusera på Growatt. Sen så också i montagesystem så har vi Van der Valk och Veland samt Tech2Power för marksystem och CV Lundberg och så vidare. Nere på laddsidan så kör vi på de här olika distributörerna. Så det finns mycket olika av de stora som vi gör på med. Idag kommer vi fokusera på Growatt. Och jag tänkte bara lite snabbt presentera oss och nu ta och lämna över till Will. Okay, Will. Welcome and feel free to share what you got to say about Growatt today.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Yes. And for everyone who entered just recently, please ask questions in the chat and we will we'll answer them in the end, or I'll answer in the chat while. Okay. Welcome.
I'm going to share my screen. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us at the webinar today. This is Will, the leader of Growatt Scandinavia. So I'm responsible for the sales department for Scandinavian market. I would like to give you an overview of Growatt in the solar industry and then in Europe, and also some information in Scandinavia, especially in Sweden, and also the product range and product line of Growatt, and also maybe some information of our roadmap in the coming year. Growatt's business is always focused on PV inverter. This is the on-grid inverter, energy storage solution, EV charger, and also the relative smart energy management. So this is the four main business of Growatt. And the history of Growatt, we could check back to 2010. So this year is the 13th year of Growatt. We have been in this industry for over 13 years. So we believe that we could always give great support and always be in this industry to support our clients. And this is the award that we got in the whole world. In Europe, and we got the top run as PV inverter in the whole Europe. And we could see in Scandinavia for inverters and also storage, Growatt is awarded as top run in Scandinavia. And in the whole world, we could see that Growatt has a lot of representative offices and warehouse. So we could see that in this year, we could supply the goods in a relative stable status. And Growatt at the moment has entered more than 160 markets around the world. The headquarters is in Shenzhen. The EU headquarters is in Rotterdam. And to give better support and service to our clients in different markets, there will be always a team to support our clients. And inside the team, there are sales manager and also sales assistants, service engineer, and product manager. And for those important markets, normally there will be local engineer. They could speak local languages. So in the future, we might work with Senegia together to give you local support in Swedish. At the moment in Europe, Growatt has 8 offices. The EU headquarters office is in Rotterdam. At the same time, there is service team in Frankfurt, in Spain, in France, in Poland, and in Italy and in Hungary. For the European team, at the moment, there are over 80 employees. In the coming year, we are expecting the team could be over 200 employees. This is the production center of Growatt in China. At the moment, there are 3 production centers of Growatt. One is for the PV inverter, the on-grid inverters. The second one is for batteries. So we could supply the battery with relative short lead time. And the other one is the mixed one. So if there is something urgent, we will put into the 3rd production center. In Europe, this is the shipment since I joined Growatt 2019. And at the time, there was 600 megawatt. And this year, the shipment of Growatt in Europe could reach to 3.5 gigawatt. So it is 6 times as 4 years ago. And this is the warehouse of Growatt in Rotterdam. At the moment, there are 3 warehouses of Growatt in Rotterdam and in Tilburg. And there are over 200 megawatt inverters in stock normally, and in quantity is around 60,000 units. And there is also a battery dangerous goods warehouse. So normally we ship our goods from Rotterdam warehouse. The lead time for our clients is relatively short. For products line, we could see that for PV inverter, we clarify into residential, commercial, and utility. For Swedish market, because most of them are three-phase, so we at the moment we are selling two different series products in Sweden. The first one is this 3 to 10 kilowatt on-grid inverter. And also the other one is the later I will mention that it is the battery ready, which means that it could connect with or without battery. The difference between the on-grid inverter, this series, and the battery ready inverter is that this could not connect to the battery. And the battery ready means that it could be extended into energy storage solution in the future. So for on-grid, we have this series, MOD series from 3 to 15. And for commercial and industrial, at the moment, we have the product range from 17 kilowatt to 125 kilowatt. And this is the IT grid inverter for Norway. Growatt is the supplier with IT grid inverter in Norway at the moment. And for energy storage solution, this is the market trend in Sweden and also our main product line in Swedish market. We have two different, totally different technology and platform. The first one is this SPH. This is the hybrid. Hybrid means that this series means that it has already integrated the backup function into the inverter. So there is UPS level backup integrated into this series. And the second one is this battery ready inverter. This means that it could work or with or without battery. And the backup function is EPS level. In order to achieve the backup function, you need an extra backup box. For battery, for this three-phase storage solution, the battery is high voltage battery. There are two different kinds of battery. One is this ARK battery. The model is 2.5 kilowatt hour each unit. And the APX battery is 5 kilowatt hour each unit. So we can see the product capacity is different. And also for the system, the battery capacity range is also different. For this, APX battery is the main and new products of Growatt in Swedish market for the next year. It could connect 1 to 6 units. So the battery capacity could be 5 to 30 kilowatt hour. And this is the, because Growatt not only produce the inverter, but also produce the battery in our own production center. So we could provide a service for the whole system. If there is something wrong or something happened with the system, we could check online immediately. So we could give you in-time feedback and give you great support and solve the problem. And additionally, there is a product line is EV charger of Growatt. The product range is from 3 to 40 kilowatt. For AC charger, a three-phase, there are 11 kilowatt and 22 kilowatt. And for DC charger, there is 40 kilowatt. They will be available from January onwards. And another new product of Growatt is this portable power station. This portable power station is more for outdoor activities, backup, and also some professional activities. And for monitoring, there are two different parts. The first one is the devices. Because of there are different kind of scenarios and situations, we have the one with Wi-Fi, with 4G, and also with internet cable. So it could meet different kind of needs. And for commercial projects, we have these ShineLink, ShineMaster, and also the Smart Energy Manager. This is the solution. And for monitoring platform, for smartphone, there will be ShinePhone app. And for installer, there will be Shine Server. And for distributor, there will be OSS system, the online smart service system. And let's look into the roadmap of Growatt next year. As we know that at the moment, the storage solution, not just Growatt, but also in the market, the range may be up to 10 kilowatt for the storage. But we could see that Growatt's roadmap is more into storage solution in the future. In the coming year, we will have up to 100 kilowatt storage solution. So we can see this is the width 50 to 100 kilowatt. This is the hybrid one. So the backup function is integrated into the battery, into the inverter. And for some big house or some small commercial scenarios that we could use this make 12 to 30 kilowatt. This is the battery ready. Battery ready means that it could be used as on-grid or with battery in the future. So our roadmap is more into the storage in the future. And for the warranty and service, for all the inverters we sell in Sweden, if it is smaller than 20 kilowatt, then the warranty period is standard as 10 years. And if the inverter is over 20 kilowatt, then the standard warranty is 5 years. But it could be extended to 10 years by extra costs. And for lithium battery, normally they are 10 years warranty. And for grow home solution, it's 2 or 3 years. It depends on different kind of products. For monitoring devices, normally they are 1 year. And this is the standard warranty or support procedure of Growatt. So as we could see, if there is something wrong of the system from the end user, they will come to the installer, and the installer will contact our distributor. Distributor will try to solve the problem or report to Growatt to give support. This is the standard procedure. But also, if the end user or the installer, they have some urgent cases, or if they are on site, they will have some. There will be a express way they could reach our service engineer directly. So there will also be an express way they could contact Growatt service engineer and to get in-time support. So there are 2 ways. One is standard procedure way, and the other is the express way. Express way only open for our partner. So this is the overview of Growatt, and this PowerPoint will be uploaded to Google Drive. So if you are interested in any products of I list on the PowerPoint, so I think that later, then you could download from the Google Drive.
Correct. We will upload it to a drive later and share it with you in an email.
Yes, thank you. And now I would like to talk more about the most important products of Growatt in Swedish market next year. It is the battery-ready inverter. And we could see this product is from 3 to 10 kilowatts. It is the battery-ready inverter. So it could work without battery, then it will work as an on-grid inverter. But if you add the battery system, then it will be extended into a storage system. You could use the new battery system, APS battery system, which I mentioned that is each unit is 5 kWh. It could be up to 6 units, so could be 30 kWh. Yeah, and as on grid, if you add the meter, then you could achieve the self-consumption monitoring. And with the battery system, then it could be a storage system. And what's the difference of this battery-ready inverter compared to the hybrid inverter we have now? It is that the DC-AC ratio could be twice. So for a 10 kilowatt inverter, you could maximum connect 20 kilowatt PV modules. So I know that there is a lot of roof in Sweden might be big, so they might want to connect more PV panels. So this inverter could meet their needs. And maximum the charge and discharge power to the battery is 10 kilowatts. And at the same time, it could maximum support 10 kilowatt output to the AC load. But if you want to achieve 10 kilowatt discharge and discharge of power of the battery, then you need at least 4-piece battery. For the whole system, these are the components you need. First one, you need the inverter, and the second part, you need a battery system. So for the whole battery system, there will be the power module on the top, and then the battery module, and also a base. The cable is included in the power module package, so you don't need to order the cable extra. And we need a monitoring device and also smart meter. And here is also some specification we could see. And there are 2 MPPTs of this inverter with maximum 16 amps string current. So it could support most of the high power PV module in the market. And the DC-AC ratio I just mentioned is twice. So for a 6 kilowatt inverter, you could maximum connect 12 kilowatt PV module. And AFCI function is standard for all of Growatt inverter in the Swedish market. And there are type 2 SPD protection on both DC and AC side. This is the battery system. We can see the capacity range is from 5 to 30 kilowatt hour. And the working temperature is from -10 to 50 degree. And the water and dust proof is IP66. And for each battery module, there is optimizer inside. So it could automatically balance the current and voltage inside. And this is the safety and protection. This battery system is fit for 3-phase and also single-phase battery ready system. But in the future, it might be also compatible with the existing hybrid inverter. We can see the battery capacity from 5 to 30. IP66 and working temperature is -10 to 50. Because of the optimization of the battery model, so you could add the battery anytime you want, and no matter the capacity of each individual battery, so you could add them directly. You can see even the SOC of each module is different. You could still add them anytime as you want. And it will be automatic balanced. Here's the information that of the optimizer inside. Yeah. And it is LFP battery. This is the safety and protection monitoring. So we could see the charge and discharge power of the battery because it's 0.5 C. So if for one unit, if you just connect one unit to the inverter, so the charge and discharge power is 2.5 kilowatt. And if you want to achieve the maximum one, the 10 kilowatt charge and discharge power, then you need to use at least 4 units. And this is the installation. How does it look? You just need to step the battery on each other and then connect the cable, and then that's it. And for the working mode of the Growatt energy storage solution, because there are different kind of working modes, I will upload this PowerPoint to Google Drive as well, so you could download later. There are different kind of working mode. This is the low first mode. And also there will be battery first mode and grid first mode. So you could choose, the end user, they could choose the mode they want on the app, on the PC, anytime as they want. As we could see, this is the parameter setting of the different kind of modes. The advantage of Growatt's system is that we are the manufacturer of inverter, and at the same time is the manufacturer of battery, and also the monitoring platform and monitoring device. So we could provide the service and warranty for the whole system. Because now all these parts I list here, that all could be monitored. So we could monitor the inverter, we could monitor the battery in the battery cell level. So if there is something wrong with the system, that our engineer could check online immediately and figure out what's the problem. Over 80% of the problem could be solved online remotely. And this is the accessory for this battery-ready storage solution. You need a meter, so you could monitor the self-consumption. And also, if you want to do the export limitation, then you also need this meter to achieve the function. For the monitoring, there are different kind of scenarios, so you could decide whether you want to use the Wi-Fi or internet cable and so on. And this is the interface of the monitoring platform. We can see this is the PC interface. And this is the interface of the smartphone. There will be system state, power flow, battery state, energy statistics, and parameter. You could do the parameter here setting, but this function is only open for installer. And there are also for maintenance, there will be 2 different kinds of ways to do it. If you want to update the firmware of the system, then there are 2 different ways. One is that you could do it on the app, or you could also do it locally. And the other way is that you could ask our service engineer to help you to do it remotely on the monitoring system. And in the future, Growatt is more into a whole smart energy solution for the house or for the commercial situation. So at the moment, we are developing a solution for the whole situation. So this is the introduction of this new products next year. And I will give you some more information comparison of our last generation hybrid inverters. So we could see what is the difference. The SPH, this is the hybrid inverter we are selling in other markets now. But in Sweden, we will sell the battery ready inverter directly since this year. So these the two different kind of products. We could see the difference is from here. The DC input has been improved to 16 amps. And the DC AC ratio has been twice. So you could connect maximum twice PV modules to the power of the inverter. And the biggest difference also here, the hybrid inverter, there is UPS level backup integrated. And for this battery ready, it is EPS, it could support EPS level backup. But if you want to use the backup function, then you need to order an extra backup box. But in Sweden, as the grid is relatively stable, so normally the end user, they don't mind it whether they don't mind whether there is backup function or not, but if they want, there is ready for them. And it is three-phase backup. So for a 10 kilowatt inverter, if there is blackout, so you could use all three phases as backup. So your house could run the machine as normal. And also the other biggest difference is the weight is 50% lighter than the last generation. You can see here. And the internal consumption of standby is also much lower than the hybrid one. Other specifications are similar. We could see the battery voltage range, because they use different batteries. So this is different, but the materials of battery is the same. And the product range, I will also upload this comparison to Google Drive, so you could know more in details.
Okay. Great, thank you, Will. Do you have anything else you would like to share here? Or are you ready for questions?
Wait a minute. I would like to show a little bit of the data sheet of these new products.
Yes, please do.
Yeah, this also will be uploaded to Google Drive. The product range is from 3 to 10 kilowatts, as I mentioned, and there are 2 MPPT, 2 MPP checkers, and also type 2 SPD protection and AFCI and 24 hours self-consumption monitoring. This is the main selling bullet point of these products. And we can see the range is here at the input data, maximum it could be twice. Yeah, this is from the inverter side. And let's go into the batteries one. The capacity is more flexible from 5 to 30 kilowatt hour. And there is optimization. And then you could add you can miss the battery anytime you want, and it is easy to install. And it is 10 years warranty for the lithium battery. And also that I need to mention that the DOD is 90% here, 90%. Yeah, I think that's it. And the weight is 50 kilogram for each module, each battery system, the module plus the 1 unit of the battery. Okay, I think that the introduction is done and I'm ready for the question now.
Yes, great. Thank you, Will. I think some of the questions have been answered. So Andre was asking about the storage capacity of the battery, which you were showing just above here, right?
Yeah.
Which was from
5 to 30.
5 to 30.
Yeah.
In the new APX batteries and in the previous one, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And if these work with Tigo optimizers, which I'm sure that they will do.
Originally, they are compatible with Tigo, but I think that now we don't work with Tigo anymore. So it is not possible to work with Tigo optimizer at the moment, the inverter.
Okay. Yes. And do you see the chat as well, I guess, so you can read?
Yeah.
You
You mean the battery, how long you could store them in warehouse, or the question, I want to know the time I could storage. So you mean the time you could store them in warehouse or the energy in the battery? You mean the energy in the battery, how does it release? And normally if you store them for 3 months, it will go around 15% every month. So maybe in 3 months there will be less than 50% the capacity. Sorry, I misunderstood your question. I just checked from the beginning. I would like to know the storage capacity of the battery. We have in last quarter just 140 sun hours. And actually the system is smart design. So even there is no sun, you could charge from the grid when the price is low. So if there is peak price off-peak price in Swedish market, so you could set on the app or on the PC, I want to charge the battery even in the evening when the price is low, I could charge the battery from the grid side. So it's up to you. You could choose the different modes, the working modes from the app. (1,100 volt maximum DC voltage. At what temperature do you calculate? This is in the lab. This is in the lab test environment. So if it is over 1,100 volt, the power will be derated. Wait a minute. Do you have a secure formula for calculating the string length with different modules in regard to 4 amps and so on? At the moment, I don't have, but I could ask our product manager to check. If I get it, I will send to Senegia and they will upload to the Google Drive. Do we have support in Swedish? At the moment, it's difficult to say that, but I think that I will talk to Senegia to work on this solution. So I think in the future we will have At the moment, we have service engineer in Frankfurt. So there will be no time difference. You could reach them directly, and we are looking for a solution to work with Senegia. So in the future, we will definitely have a Swedish engineer to give support here. Is there any alarm when the SPD doesn't work and it is easy replaced? Yeah, if there is something wrong with the SPD, there will be error code, and also it will show on the screen. So you just need to contact our service engineer and tell them the code, or you could match the error code on the user menu. Then you will know there will be the SPD error or fault. And for residential inverter, if the SPD board is broken or defect, we do not suggest that you replace them. We will replace the whole unit, the whole inverter directly. But for the commercial inverter, the design is much easier to replace the SPD board. So we will send you a guide to show you how to replace the SPD board for the commercial inverter. But for residential, we will replace the whole unit directly. Where can I get the support number? Yeah, there will be a hotline, and then I will send to Senegia, and they will also spread to the clients.
Yes.
When is the backup box for 3-phase available for? It is available now, but they are still on the way from China to Rotterdam warehouse. So we could supply the backup box in January. It is 3-phase backup.
Also a question from before, if the backup box in Q4 22 will be compatible with the ARK or ARK battery.
It only works with the new battery. Yeah, the APX battery.
Yes.
What short circuit protection are there in off-grid mode? And in off-grid mode, if it is short circuit, then it will shut off directly. So it is measured the current. There will be, because you have a meter connected. So if the current or the voltage is too high, it will shut off. Is the backup box compatible with ARK? ARK cannot. For the backup function, you need to use the new inverter and new battery. So we could see here, this one is BP here. I will send a document to Senegia, and Senegia will share with you. It will be new inverter and new battery with backup. Which optimizer works? Yeah, sorry, there were too many questions. I just followed the one from the beginning. Yeah, at the moment, our products not compatible with any optimizer in the market. We used to work with Tigo, but because of some kind of reason, I think that some clients are still using it, but our R&D team didn't do the test. Will the ARK battery also have the different controls, like during the winter, use it to load from the grid? Yes, actually, you could change it on the app. Do you provide any repair educations in order to replace certain components? Actually, in our Rotterdam headquarters, there is a team who replace the components. So if you want to learn or you want to know more, you could contact me. And if you're doing business trip there, you could visit our headquarters, and I will book the engineer to show you how to repair them. But normally but normally we don't suggest you replace them. To be honest, that will, as we know, the labor cost in Sweden is quite high. So we will in order to reduce the cost from your side, we will take the defect unit back to our warehouse and replace them or fix them in our own lab. How long is the delivery time at the moment for the MOD systems? If the one without backup function, we could deliver in a week. And the one with backup function, we could only begin to deliver from after New Year, the first week or the second week in January. Christopher's question, you probably said it before that the backup function will be full backup or just one phase. It's 3-phase full backup. That's the advantage of our system. Some other suppliers in the market, maybe their solution is single-phase backup now, but Growatt's backup solution is 3-phase backup. Will it be possible to connect multiple MODs and have them working together? This MOD battery-ready inverter could not be parallel connected. But if you want to find a solution for bigger system, there will be a bigger one from 12 to 30 kilowatt battery-ready inverter in Q2. When we let our customers enter the installer code, why can't we see the customer in our platform? So you mean that sometimes you cannot see in the system you sold or you install? There will be several reasons. First one is that they lost the connection to the internet. Second one is that there will be sometimes the server in Frankfurt need to be updated. So during the monitoring server update, you might not see it. And third reason is that they might poke the wrong or maybe use the general installer code. So we need to make sure at the beginning, he is using your right installer code. And second, you make sure the system is online. If all these you check still not under your account or in your platform, then you could contact our service engineer. Yeah, because now we are also, when have you thought about developing or increasing your servers? There are always problems. At the moment, I noticed this problem. We are sorry for that because the server at the moment is a little bit it is a little bit not that stable, but our R&D team is connecting the problems and we set up a team to solve the problem now. I think that they will be solved soon because we set up a team to work on it now. Will there be integration with Nord Pool? The electricity is changed in Sweden, so you can load from the grid when the price are low. We are going to do that because peak shaving in Sweden is bullet point, and so the main reason that why people want storage system. We are working with some clients to get the information now. So I think that we will integrate them in the future. At the moment, you could only set the different kind of working modes to charge from the grid when the price is low. In the future, because we are now working on the on the protocol, because we need to provide our protocol, or Node Pod need to give us information. So we need to integrate it together to work together. But we already know that the peak shaving is more important in Swedish market. So I think that in Q1 or Q2, this could be done. Yeah. Is there a way to limit the power output from the inverter without a smart meter? Sorry that you have to connect a meter to achieve the export limitation, because the meter is not just a normal meter, it is a smart meter. So if you want to achieve the self-consumption monitoring and you want to do the export limitation, because I know that in some markets, in some regions, you are not allowed to feed 100% power into the grid. So you need to do the export limitation, that you need this meter. At the moment, you have to connect a meter to do that. We have checked installer code correct. Customer has an internet connection because the end user can follow the production from the app. We have around 10 end user who says same problem. And for this, if you have chat and they are already connected to the internet, still not online, you could contact me. At the moment, I will leave my email, or maybe you could contact Sanegia, that will be easier. Yeah, you could connect Sanegia, that will be easier. And then I will link you with our engineer directly. So we could check online what is the reason. Later, I will ask Sanegia to give you the hotline number and also the email of our service engineer. So if you have something urgent, you want to have the answer, so you could reach our service engineer in Frankfurt directly. I think that recently the problem might be the server update, to be honest.
Okay, great. And look, you had a lot of questions, Will.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good job on answering them all.
I think there was also another way. Yeah, sorry. Sorry to bother you. Yeah, I think that you could copy the chat and send to me. I will write the answer, so that will be easier. You know, make a summary to their questions.
Yeah, that's great. Perfect. Is there anyone else who has any questions to ask to Will? No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Then I think we're good. If anyone wants to ask something now, please shout out or write in the chat. I think we answered most of them during here. And we also plan to have probably have more of these webinars and also have some trainings more with Growatt in the future. So that'll be nice.
Yeah.
Okay. If nobody else has any more questions, I will stop the recording and say
excuse
thank
me.
you for...
I've got a question. Yeah. Is there a possibility we could like go through the monitor app and like just run through the monitoring system, like if you get what I mean?
You mean go into the monitoring system and what kind of function you want to, or parameter you want to change?
Yeah. Like the functions and the settings in the monitoring app, like Shine Phone, etc.
Yeah. You could change the parameter and so on the Shine Phone as well, but you need to enter the code, and the code is the day of today. For example, today is 14th December 2022. Then you just need to put the code of the date you are entering.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Or did you, Gustav, did you want to hear more about the monitoring system, or was it the answer you were looking for?
No, yeah, like I would like to go like through the whole monitoring system if there's a possibility to do that. Like maybe another time or.
Yes, I think that we could hold another maybe webinar in the future for the monitoring system, because there are too many things I want to say, but the time is limited. Yeah.
Yeah, understand.
So this time just an overview, but in the future we will have more events like this. We might have some on-site installation training, you know, to show how to install a Growatt system, and also there will be a section of Growatt monitoring, how to do the parameter setting, how to fix the problem remotely, and so on. There will be one section, and I will also the document already upload to Google Drive. Senegia will share the document to you, and you could maybe get some information first.
Yes. Okay. Cheers to that. Seems a lot of people say. That'll be nice. Okay. We run out of time, so I thank you all for coming, and big thanks to Will for this presentation and also answering questions in very quick time. So we will send out the presentation, and also the whole webinar will be published on our YouTube channel. Okej, kan också prata på svenska. Det kommer ut på YouTube-kanalen. And well, thank you all, and big thanks to Will, and see you in the future.
Yeah, see you. Have a nice day. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.